Yeah, that's right. I have a new channel. Subscribe. Hello everyone, this is Progsmaster595. You're probably wondering why I'm doing a third part to this. I mean, I must be going mentally insane, right? I don't know. That's a third video to this. But don't worry, it's actually short this time. But I want to bring these guys down here real quick. Show how they're doing. I guess I should get the koi too, which of course it's still up there. You really think I moved it? Of course I didn't move it. It's still there. Yeah, let's see how they're doing real quick after a day. Now, as you can see, not much of a difference, but maybe a little bit of a difference. I don't know. Yeah, you can see some mixture in there, but that's fine. Not really there, but this is gonna change if you just give it some time. But yeah, right now, it is a very nice looking koi. My man. This is looking very good over there. Then you got the Ennos. Now here there is a little bit of a difference. Not as orange looking as it was, right? Yeah, told you. It's still there. I mean, it's only been just a day, right? I mean, it took a few days for that to start fading, so just to keep that in mind, it's only been a day. So that's the Ennos there. Very visible right now. This koi, it's actually a little more noticeable probably. Again, like I said in the other video, I did these too big. A little bit too big. This isn't bad though. I mean, yeah, this isn't bad. It's just, it's too big. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It needs to look like that koi. But even that koi, it might be a little too big, actually. I mean, maybe this koi, new one, cheeks there, the blush, it's probably a little bit too big on this koi, too. But this Ennos, it certainly is. This koi, it certainly is. But you got a good look at that there. Just look at that. Just look at that, man. And then, of course, Maybell, which I guess got it the most. It's definitely like it has the best shape here. It's like perfect. It's probably better than how most country pigs got their blush. Most of them probably were not this circular and perfect. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's very close on both sides. Very bright though, right? It's not pink looking yet. Again, on the camera, it looks like more of an orange red than it does a pink red. In person, it's got more of that pink look, and that goes for all of these, of course. Use the same blush with all of them. You know, you never know. Maybe it won't fade this time, and I'm fine with that. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit big, but I guess I would just get more and then not do it so big. But no, honestly, I could probably just rub it off or use something to rub it off. I'm sure there's something. Not water, though. Let's not use water. That's going to ruin the skin on them. That's kind of an obvious thing not to do. You don't want to use water. It's just not a good idea. So I said I would be showing these like as days go on. I will, but after this I'm not doing another video on these because no, not a fourth video. I mean, this is 3 videos in a row about this. I don't need to be showing it so much, you know? So here's the thing. Will I actually be re-putting the blush on these whenever it fades, if it does fade again, which it should. It's only been a day. I think, yeah, it should fade, and I will do it again, but I won't make it as big as they were, especially on these 3. If it doesn't fade, I probably will indeed get more country pigs. But I was kind of already gonna get a couple more country pigs, including a Harlan, because that Harlan does not have a sticker on his guitar. So, nothing with the blush on that Harlan, though, because, again, Harlan was never at the blush. And Roadhogs, I've been thinking about getting another Roadhog, actually. Yeah, believe it or not. Not here, not with Sweetness, no. And not with Born to be Wild. Yeah, not Born to be Wild. Not Sweetness, or not Pork Chops, not Sweetness, but I'm Bad I'm Nationwide. There actually might be something there, or I get another one. And then I will definitely be getting another Harlan, but I need to wait for one that has all 4 stickers, right? And then I got the new koi already. It looks a lot better than that koi. I will get another nose. And with Maybell, I've been thinking about it. I already got that other Maybell too, but with that Maybell, I mean, that's the Maybell with more memories, but I may not keep that Maybell. I probably won't keep that Maybell. Yeah. You see, I don't know, because that Maybell could be fixed somehow, and then maybe this Maybell could go, and maybe that koi can go, and this Ennos can go, and that Harlan can go, and that I'm Bad I'm Nationwide Pork Chops can go. Because I'm thinking about selling these to get the better ones. That's mainly what I was doing here. I got another koi. I mean, what did you think my original thoughts were? It was to sell this one. Now I put the blush on these. I wasn't going to put blush on these. Well, I was, just not so soon, but I decided to show it for the video. But I don't want the ear touching that, just in case. His ear was kind of touching the blush there, I think. If I were to sell these, and I listed like these 3 on eBay, maybe in a lot, maybe not, probably be separate. I would still want to get the other ones of them first anyway. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Actually, maybe I would sell these first before I get the replacements of them. It's possible. For Harlan as well, for the Madam Nationwide, but there's already one of him on. There's multiple ones. Again, those two, I'm not doing anything with those, because this doesn't have to do with their working condition. Pretty much, it has to do with mainly their look on the outside, not the insides of them, really. If you look at that very figuratively, that sounds so mean, you know what I mean? Yeah, but we're not looking at it like that. We're taking this, these are just animate objects. They're inanimate objects, not animate objects. So the outside, you could say, is more important than the inside. That's what I think here. Because when it comes to something's working condition, I don't care, really. I don't. See, the title of this video is not what I guess first half of it was. It was like a twist. You weren't ready for this, and here we are. I might as well say all this now. And this is something specific with just the country pigs, really. There's a couple of frogs, but it's just a very few of them. Like, a very few. With the country pigs, it's like quite a few. But there's not that many country pigs, so I don't know. But I am at the point, because I kept saying in these country pig videos specifically, oh, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm not saying what I'm doing with these country pigs yet. As of this video here, at this time, I'm saying what I'm gonna be doing, and that shouldn't be changing. Because I've been thinking about this with the country pigs for a while. Like, a while. Thinking if, should I sell these country pigs and get replacements? Should I get the replacements and keep these older ones? Because these older ones have memories, including the other Maybell. So it's like I would have 3 Maybells. I've been thinking if I need another Maybell, because this Maybell is pretty good. Right? The button doesn't look bad, and, well, there's nothing too odd about it. It's not like it has stains or whatever. I got other items that have stains, though, but I don't get rid of them. But it's weird with the country pigs. With those, for some reason, it's like, I need a better one. Like with the koi and the Ennos, their buttons are pretty bad, right? See that button there? That's a bad button. It's got a lot of white on it. Same thing for the koi, a good amount of white. That koi's is perfect. That Maybell's is perfect, right? I think it is. Yeah. And I mean, it's not as shiny, but there's no wear on it. And then the Harlan's button is still perfect after all this time. There's not a single white there. And with these Roadhogs, all 3 of them, I don't think have any. I think sweetness, there's like a little bit, or maybe, I think there's like a little bit on the sweetness. You see, it's things like this where I don't know, but I'm gonna say it here that I am going to eventually, not right now, because I want to wait. I do want to wait until I get the replacements of these. I do want to wait. I don't want to sell these and then not have one for a while, because it might take me a while to get the replacement of a certain one that I want, you know? And with this whole blush thing, I've already said too many times now that the blush on these, it just fades off of all of them. So I'd be putting blush on the others anyway. That's another thing that makes me think to just keep these others. Maybe sell that one. Because the main reason why I got a new koi is because this one had no blush on it. Now it does. But I was trying to get a koi that just naturally still had its original blush on him still. Still there. Still on him. Well, you see, I don't know. Now I just don't know, because now all 3 of these got blush on them. But, I mean, when I was gonna sell these, I was going to put blush on these anyway. That way they would look more new looking, more good looking for the, well, I guess some maybe wouldn't like this blush. As you see, that's relating to what the title is here. If you like the blush on the country pigs, if you just like a little bit of blush on the country pigs, or if you do not like how the blush is on there and you want the country pig with no blush at all, not a little bit, because you just think that it looks too cutesy, too dollified, too girly maybe. That's what I'm titling the video, because I want to hear some responses. I don't want to say that question in here and have the title be Country Pig Blush Part 3 again. Country Pigs is a series that is overlooked, though, so they don't really, not a lot of people will be watching these 3 videos, I would say, because it's the Country Pigs And my name is Frogsmaster595. It's not Country Pig, whatever. But if it were called that, it would not have as many subs. We all know that. So, yeah. What do you think with the Country Pig's blush, though? What do you have to say? Say it in the comments, please. I'm curious. I've not looked at the comments of the other Country Pig videos yet. I'm sure there's not many. I don't know how people would respond to videos like that. But I do genuinely want to know. Do you like the Country Pigs with all of this blush, how they were supposed to look in the stores? Pretty much. I know some differed in the stores. Some had a lot, some not as much. Really, it was all over the place with them in the stores, actually. That's what it seems like, right? There's old YouTube videos and it's faded already. But it had to have been actual blush that was put on these, because it does fade fast. It did back then, and it's doing it now, as you'll see in a few days when I keep re-showing it. So, do you like the Country Pigs with all the blush? Like this? The most amount that they would have gotten. You don't want to do more than this, but that would be too much there. I don't think anyone could like that much blush, or it's just even bigger than this. Man, yeah, no. Do you like it with all this blush? Does that look good to you? Is it appealing, or does it make it more unappealing? Here it's smaller. Do you like that amount of blush if it's just smaller, but still just as dark and visible? Are you good with this? Just smaller like that, or maybe even smaller than that, as this is closer as to how it's supposed to be. Not really this. Yeah, I made that too big. Shouldn't use your finger with the blush. Maybe pinky finger. That would probably be good. Use pinky finger doing it. I don't think there is a small enough tool to do this blush stuff anyway. I thought there was. I don't think there is. You don't want to use something that's not supposed to be a blush tool, though. So just use your pinky finger. That would be the best thing, I guess. I suppose so. But wait, you just want to see a little bit of blush on them, which is how some of them look. Because some of these Country Pigs, that blush is just completely gone. They look like this. So many of them, it's just that. There's nothing there. You can't see anything on them anymore. So many of them look like that. Basically how this NO Sinkhoi had looked. This Maybelle, no, but now you can't really see the old blush on her at all, because I put this right over that. Do you just like a very little bit of blush? I mean, yeah, like as much as these two had, where you couldn't really see it at all. Or maybe like Maybelle. I mean, that would still be a little bit of blush. Not how it is right now, but how this Maybelle looked. You could still see the blush that she had in my upload of her. Way less visible, but still visible. And not as of a dark color like this, because it was just much more faded. You like that? Or do you just not like any of it? Do you not want any of that at all on them because you just think that is weird? So many Gemmy items don't do this with their cheeks, so it would make sense if you just think it's weird, or just you flat out don't like it. Maybe you hate it. Because I'm sure you weren't ready for seeing the Country Pigs looking like this. Most of you probably weren't. Maybe some of you knew that they had the blush, but you probably weren't wanting to see this much on them. I feel like most people probably aren't going to like the blush on them. That's how I feel. That would seem like the thing that makes the most sense. Most aren't going to like this blush on them at all. Yeah, most are not going to like the blush. Wait. Most are not going to like the blush. I think I worded that weirdly. Most, I think, are going to want them to not have any blush at all. There, I said that weird the other time, making it confusing. This video is very confusing, though. This little mini series of videos is very confusing, and they're all 20 minutes long. So, answer that. I really do want to know. I'm not just like asking the question because I'm bored. I want to know, because even for me here, I'm actually not very sure. I don't know if I like it with so much blush, like it with a little bit, like it with none. I don't really know. Me putting this blush on him, though, that's just because that's how they're supposed to be. So that's why I put it on there. Again, I was saying with the outside of the Gemmy items, I want their outside appearance to be exactly how they're supposed to be. That's why I'm trying to re-get some. But I'm adding blush on them anyway. Then again, there's the buttons, and there is some dirt on them. But again, I got other items that are dirty, but these Country Pigs specifically, I like them more than other items, clearly, as you can see. Putting all this blush on them, trying to make them perfect. I would say that, you know, I know I just said that I knew what I was doing in sawing them. Really, I don't know yet. Now, what you are probably fearing right now is that there's going to be a part 4 of this. Well, yeah, there's going to be. But that is going to be specifically with what I'm going to do with these Country Pigs. But I'll still have it under the Country Pigs Blush series. I know this is weird. That's what it is. This is just a weird mini-series thing I'm doing, and I wasn't planning on it, but I mean, I was planning on one video, but not a few. That's just what I want to do, though. Somehow, blush on a Gemmy item is the thing that is turning into a mini-series. So, I want to know what your opinion is on the blush on the Country Pigs. There's probably a comment on one of the videos saying what they think of that already. I'm sure. I haven't looked at any of them yet. But again, I'm not expecting many comments on those, or this one. But it's the Country Pigs, and it's with their blush, so it's going to be even less. It's possible just no one's going to care enough to want to say there's stuff on the blush on these. That makes sense, too. These could be very boring videos for you. But it must be interesting to at least look at them like this, right? This is a 23-minute video, though, so I completely understand how certain reactions are going to be to a video like this. Again, I feel like most of you probably like the Country Pigs like this, which is how most of them look with no blush at all, because it's so faded. Again, the Roadhogs never had that blush. That's just another example. I mean, there, if it had the blush, that would be weird. You wouldn't be able to see that at all. And that would just mix in really bad and look horrible. Probably start to look like a green color or something on the cheeks like that. That would be weird, seeing pink there. I think that would make like a weird green color. Or like a yellow. That'd be weird. You could do it here, though. But that's still, I don't think that fits because this is it's a Roadhog. That doesn't fit the look. And I don't think it would fit on Harlan. It's a little weird that they didn't do the blush on him, but at the same time, it doesn't. He's a Country Pig, and all the other Country Pigs basically have the blush. The ones that we know that were released, but the blush doesn't fit on him as well. So I get why that one doesn't have the blush. I feel like they just kind of stopped doing the blush, so I don't think Gemmy specifically said, well, blush doesn't really match with this one, let's not use it. They probably didn't do it because they just wanted to stop using that blush, or because I think Harlan was going to be a Roadhog originally, and Roadhogs shouldn't have the blush. That's why it doesn't have the blush. Although this blush is one of those last-minute things that they add. It's probably the last thing that they added on these Country Pigs, is topping it off with the blush on the cheeks. It's got to be the last thing, right? What would come next? Maybe their box that they put them in. Oh, yeah, it is probably that, but besides the box, just the item itself. So, never put blush on your Roadhogs. Never put blush on your Harlan, please. No one better put blush on the Harlan. I'm gonna hate that if someone does that. I think the blush fits well on these Country Pigs. I think it matches up good. I think it feels right for them. I'm just not sure if it feels right for me. I guess I'll have my final answer on that in part 4. And what I'm going to do with the selling of these and all that. I know it's a long video, but Joe Bean Videos has them too, and people like those. So you gotta like mine too. I mean, it just makes sense. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. This is a Country Pig blush video. I'm ending it on the Harlan today with no blush, because that makes it unpredictable. But you know now. I'm going to do the abrupt piece thing again, because it's more of an interesting piece.